What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. It's a great day to securely store your silver. In today's video, I want to talk about and review 3 different types of storage tubes you can use for your silver rounds or even your gold coins, etc., etc., etc. I want to talk about prices. I want to talk about quality. I want to talk about the facts. And I'm also going to be sharing some of my opinions and suggestions. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for a bunch of videos, subscribe to my second channel for bonus videos, and follow me on social media at Mykie DYDSS across all platforms. 3 very quick things before we dive into the video. Number 1, try you out some Celsius Energy. It's a healthier version of the other energy drinks out there. You can get a 12-pack variety pack on Amazon right now, so you can try out the different flavors. Leave an affiliate link in the description. 2, if you're not already investing and you'd like to, make sure to download Webull and fund your account. They're going to give you free stocks just for doing so, and it's a really good place for beginners because it's really easy to navigate on the app. Take advantage of the opportunity. Link in the description. And 3, and finally, if you need any stacking supplies, whether it be any of the tubes that I'm going to be showing off in today's video, or anti-tarnish paper, lock boxes, safes, microscopes, the list goes on, that will all be linked in the description for your convenience. Alright, so, into the video. 3 different storage tubes you can use for your silver coins and your silver rounds. Some of these might make more sense than the others for you and the way that you're stacking. Maybe none of them will make sense at all. Maybe all 3 of them will make sense to you, depending on what you're stacking. This video is just to talk about the different types of tubes, some of the pros, some of the cons, the prices, and what's really going on with storing silver. Alright, so first things first. The airtight tubes and capsules. This one right here. You can see. It is airtight, watertight. I actually did a water resistance test on this thing when I first got it. I put paper towels inside of the capsules, and I put paper towels inside of the tube. I sealed it up, ran it underwater, dunked it underwater, and guess what? Everything was, surprise, surprise, perfectly dry. Not that you should be submerging your silver tubes in water, but it is airtight. Airtight capsules to prevent moisture in the air or chemicals or fingerprints or the oils from your hands from touching the face of the coins or the rounds. This thing right here is about $20 or $21, and what it comes with is obviously the tube and 20 empty capsules. This is one that I got when I first started stacking, and I was just putting random generic silver rounds in the capsules, and then I was putting those capsules obviously in the tube. Here's the thing. That's a very unnecessary thing to do. If you're stacking generic silver rounds, you don't need to be capsulating them, and they don't need to be put into airtight tubes. It's completely unnecessary. The reason I did it at the beginning was because it was simply a rookie mistake. For $21, unnecessary. I could have gotten something much, much cheaper, like potentially $1.20 to do the trick. And not only is it unnecessary for generic silver rounds, at least, but it takes up twice as much space. Each capsule adds about double the height to each round or each coin, which means this tube right here is almost twice as tall as a different type of tube, like the next 2 that I'm going to be showing off in this video. Is that the biggest problem in the world? Not really, but if you're storing your silver in a safe, which you most likely are, you're going to run out of room almost twice as fast. So these right here, airtight tubes and capsules, these are for higher premium coins or higher premium collectible pieces, something that you really want to protect. You don't want a single micro scratch on the face of the coin or the round. In that case, capsulate it. In that case, put it in an airtight capsule, an airtight tube, and lock it up. That's what this right here is for. These are for higher premium pieces, collectible pieces, or something that might just have some sentimental value to you and your life. Maybe something important was given to you. A coin around a bar was given to you by somebody very, very important, and it's special to you, and you want to, capsulate it and protect it to the best of your ability. That's what these right here are for. Airtight tubes and capsules. For generic silver rounds or your everyday maples and eagles, absolutely unnecessary. Do not make the rookie mistake I made. But if you want one of these for something that it's actually used for, it's going to cost you about $20, maybe $21. I will leave an Amazon affiliate link in the description. Next on the list, we have the Medallion tube for generic silver rounds. I have one right here. It's packed to the very top. It fits 20 generic silver rounds, similar to how this one fits 20. And speaking of the size difference, like I was talking about before, I don't know if you're going to really fully be able to see, but check this out right here. Look at that. It's almost twice as tall. And it contains the same amount of silver. This one's obviously not full of silver, but if I were to fill it up with 20 silver rounds and fill this one up with 20 silver rounds, which it is, they both hold the same exact identical amount of silver, but one takes up almost twice as much space. And when it comes to storing your silver, you want to be able to store as much of it as you possibly can in the safe or wherever it is that you're storing it as you can. You don't want any unnecessary space being taken up because you want to pack as much silver in there as you possibly can. So this right here, this is not a $20 item. It's an $11 or $12 item. And it's not just an item. It's actually a 10-pack. So do the math. 10 of them for about $12 means that each one of these, about $1.20. This is the way to go for storing generic silver rounds. Your everyday silver rounds, your secondary market silver rounds, your privately minted silver rounds. This is the way to go, people. This is what you want to use. That over there for higher premium collectible specialty pieces. This right here for the generic silver. Now, even though the price is fantastic, and even though it saves a lot of space, there is one downside to these. It's the plastic that they're made out of. I'll take the top off right here. You can actually see a little bit on the flimsy side. I mean, it's hard plastic, but it's not rock solid. So what you're going to want to do, and also the cap comes off very easily. You can just do that with 2 fingers. The cap comes off very easily, and it's not the most rock solid, sturdy tube you can possibly store your silver in. So in the event that one of these falls over or drops, you're going to want to make sure that the lid is taped on. And I would recommend, just for added security, don't just tape it over like you see a lot of tubes get taped. I would say go around the whole thing. Tape all over it. Not like crazy, but one loop all the way around. Right there. You can do a second one right there if you want to, for a little bit of extra safety and security. But truth be told, if this thing were to, I don't know, if this thing that were sitting on your lap and you got out of the car, forgot it was there and it fell on the ground, I'm willing to bet it's more than likely to crack than it is to not. So you just want to be wary of that. You want to be aware of that. But for the price, can't really complain. You want to solve the problem, just don't drop it on the ground. About $12 for a 10-pack of these things, and little by little you can fill them up if you're getting a couple ounces of silver at a time. 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 silver rounds at a time. You could toss them in here. Little by little fill them up. It's a 10-pack, and each one holds 20. So that's enough storage for 200 ounces of silver for only about $12. Amazon affiliate link will be in the description if you want to get yourself a 10-pack of these bad boys right here. Next on the list, finally, we're going to be talking about the U.S. mint tubes. Now, obviously, all of these countries that have their own government minted coin, we, here in America, those of us who are blessed and fortunate and lucky enough to be Americans or to be living in America, we have the American Silver Eagle. We have these guys. Canada has the maple leaf. There's also the British Britannia. There's the Austrian Philharmonic. There's the Australian Kangaroo. Point being is that we all have our own coins of our countries. For whatever reason, a lot of mint tubes are designed to fit 25 coins. The American Silver Eagle, or US mint tubes I should say, are designed to fit 20, which I actually prefer. I prefer tubes that hold 20 as opposed to 25. To me, it just makes everything simpler, and every other tube that I've ever used for anything, coin or round related, has been in 20. I don't like the 25, but that's just personal pickiness, I guess. But these right here, US mint tubes. The cool thing about these are that they are free if you buy 20 Silver Eagles from the coin shop, or if you order 20 Silver Eagles from an online precious metal dealing storefront. The tube is included for free, which is pretty cool. Or you can do what I did when I first started stacking. I went and I ordered a couple of empty ones online. These are, I believe, about $15 for a 5-pack. Somewhere within that price range. It's about $15, maybe $16. Comes in a pack of 5. So each one, about $3, maybe $3 and change for an empty mint tube. Or 5 empty mint tubes. And little by little, you can fill them up, which is what I did with this one. Of course, it's smarter to go and just save up and get maybe 20 Silver Eagles at a time, so it arrives in the mail or gets handed to you by the coin shop in one of these, and it'll already be sealed. There will already be the tape over it. Not that you really need it, because the top doesn't pop off all that easily. You actually have to really, like, I don't want to say you have to pry it off, but you got to get your nail under there and kind of pry it a little bit. It doesn't come off all that easily. And also, you can tell, look at the walls of this thing. This is thick. This is more sturdy. This is heavy duty. And this one is full of, look, I even put the label on the side. Cull/damaged, scratched up, tarnished Silver Eagles. So all 20 of them kind of look like this, where they're a little bit discolored, or there's some scratches on the face of the coin. I personally don't care. I personally never minded, because silver is silver if it's just silver, whether it's uncirculated or cull. Still an ounce of silver. It's still a Silver Eagle. It's still exactly what I wanted. So the cool thing about these, or the only downside to these, is that they are pretty much exclusive to Silver Eagles. If you put a Silver Eagle next to a maple leaf, I actually have one right here, you can actually see the difference. One is a little bit thicker, which is the maple. Like, I'm talking about the, like, diameter. When you see this, the size difference. See that right there? Let's see, maybe you can, maybe you can't. See how the Silver Eagle behind the maple shows? Diameter-wise, Silver Eagle's a little bit bigger, but that's because it's a little teeny tiny, just a hair bit flatter. So if you were to fill this thing up with 20 maple leaves, see how they're snug in there? The maple leaves would be rattling around in there, because it's not meant for the size of that particular coin. Royal mint tubes for maple leaves are designed for maple leaf coins. So that's the only downside I would say comes with the US mint tubes, is that they are exclusive to Silver Eagles. But that downside kind of gets canceled out altogether if you are primarily stacking Silver Eagles. Who cares if it's exclusive to the Silver Eagle, if all you're stacking, or for the most part you're stacking Silver Eagles? So if you want a US mint tube, or a 5-pack of US mint tubes for about $15, maybe $16, once again, that Amazon affiliate link will also be in the description. So overall, I think, depending on your stacking goals, depending on your strategies, your methods, and how you're going about stacking silver and why you're going about stacking silver. Are you more focused on coin collecting? A lot of people in the precious metal stacking world are very focused on collecting coins. Higher premium, maybe numismatic coins, maybe something that every year the design changes, like the Chinese panda or the kookaburra coin. I have one of those right here, actually. And guess what? It's in a little airtight capsule. This right here is the, man, I don't even remember what year this thing is. 2021, I believe? Yeah, 2021. 1/10 of a troy ounce. Look how small that coin is right there. I'll try to... There we go. Look at that right there. This is the 2021. The 2020 was a different design. 19 was a different design. 18, 17, 16, different design. 2025 is a different design. 24, 23, 22. Every year it gets a new look. So if you're kind of more so interested in coins for that reason, every year you get the new one because every year it's different. A lot of people are into that. Or maybe you're into coin series or sets like the Canadian Birds of Prey series or the Wildlife series or the Creatures of the North series, which for some reason got canned. They pumped out 2 of some of the best looking coins I have ever seen in my life, and then the Royal Canadian Mint said, no more. Starting out with the 2020 Kraken, which, by the way, if you need any like airtight capsules like this with like the black ring in there, if you want to order like one airtight capsule for one particular coin, you don't have to go and get a whole airtight tube with 20 different capsules. If you want just one, this is also linked in the description if that's something that you're interested in. But look at that right there. Tell me that's not one of the craziest looking coins you've ever seen in your life. Why on God's green earth? Canada, what are you doing? Why would you do this? Why would you tease us with something so sick, so gorgeous? Look at that right there. This right here, like, is hands down. I would, yeah, I think I can confidently say this is my favorite coin that I own. So this was the 2020. Then in 2021, they put out something almost just as crazy. The Werewolf. Again, if you need one individual airtight capsule with the black ring like that, it's linked in the description. But this was the follow-up. This was part 2. Who in the world stops a series after 2 coins? You could have at least went to 3. I would have been happy with 3. I would have been even happier with like 4 or 5 or 6, but if you get to 3, you can call that a series. You can't call it a series if it's just 2. I mean, what is that? But anyway, another crazy looking coin. A gorgeous looking coin, the Werewolf. So, not to get sidetracked here, I know this is, a video about storage tubes and whatnot, but just as a little bonus here. If the Royal Canadian Mint came out and said, hey, we're actually going to finish that series and put out one more coin, and they left it up to you listening right now, what would you put on the 3rd coin? I would probably put maybe like a griffin or something like that. I think the dragon has been done to death, if I'm going to be honest with you. So many dragon coins. And rounds. And bars. Only one griffin I can think of off the top of my head. Maybe like a gargoyle or of some sort. I don't know. Something like an aerial creature. A flying creature. That's what I would do. Something like that. Or who knows? Maybe the Yeti. The Yeti wouldn't be a bad idea. But yeah, that's the end of that. Back to the storage tubes and the airtights. Depending on what your goals are, if you're into coin collecting, yeah, airtight tubes and capsules are probably a smart way to go. It adds a little bit of extra safety to each individual piece. It protects it from micro scratches, from the oils from your hands or chemicals or moisture that's in the air from touching the face of the coins. In which case, yeah, it's a pretty smart investment to get yourself a whole airtight tube and all the airtight capsules. Sure, it's $21, and is that a little bit on the more expensive side compared to the other 2 tubes we were talking about? Yeah, but if it's to protect high premium coins, Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe you're someone who's just stacking exclusively for weight. You just want as much physical silver content as possible, lowest possible premiums, and generic silver is for the most part the way to go. Generic medallion tubes are probably a good idea for you. The cheapest way to go, and that also includes the silver that's stored inside of them. It's not only the cheapest tube to get out of all of them, but it's the cheapest silver you could be stacking, which you can store inside of them. Generic rounds, secondary market generic rounds, lower premiums than Silver Eagles, lower premiums than collectible pieces, and you can get yourself a whole 10-pack for about $12. $1.20 a piece. And that's enough storage for 200 troy ounces of silver. Link in the description. Or if you're someone that is also a little bit more focused on stacking for weight as opposed to coin collecting, long-term wealth preservation purposes, and you are comfortable with the premiums that are attached to government minted coins because, sure, it is a little bit more expensive than generic silver rounds, but there are some plus sides to it. It's backed by sovereign governments. It has face value attached to it. It's probably more recognizable than a secondary market privately minted silver round. Sure, you can prove that the silver round is real. You could test it out. No problem. Bing, bang, boom. But it might not be what somebody's looking for. Maybe in your mind, people are going to be looking for Silver Eagles and Maples and Britannias and Libertads and Kookaburras and stuff like that. Maybe that's where your focus is. Maybe you're willing to bite the bullet and pay a little bit higher of a premium for an extra layer of recognition, trust, and respect attached to that individual piece of silver. Then maybe in your case, mint tubes are the way to go. And if you want any mint tubes, like I said, you can get yourself a 5-pack on Amazon right now. I will leave the affiliate link in the description. A 5-pack for about $15, $16. Couple dollars per tube. And it's to protect your silver. It's to organize your silver. It's to store your silver and keep it safe and nice and snug. And most importantly, organized, because you grab one, you know it's 20, you're good to go. If you need to part ways with a little bit of your silver, maybe you're whatever amount of dollars short, and you know that you want to part ways with 20 ounces of silver, grab a tube, hit the door, hit the road, hit the coin shop. Or vice versa. You go to the coin shop and you tell them, give me a tube of the Silver Eagles, or give me a whole tube of generic silver rounds. You know you're getting 20. Simple math, easy way to organize, easy way to stay structured, and affordable. So I hope this video helped. I hope this video answered some questions. If you have any additional questions related to any of the tubes, head on down to the comments and feel free to ask away. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my second channel for bonus videos, and follow me on social media at Mykie DYDSS across all platforms. 3 quick things. As I said before, if you haven't already, try you out some Celsius Energy. That's right, it's a healthier version of the other energy drinks out there. You can get a 12-pack variety pack on Amazon right now. You can try the different flavors, see which one you like. Affiliate link will be in the description. 2, if you haven't already started investing and you would like to, make sure to download Webull and fund your account. They're going to give you free stocks just for doing so. It's a great place for beginner investors because it's so easy to navigate on their app. Take advantage. Link in the description. And once again, if you need any silver stacking supplies, any gold stacking supplies, yes, they make mint tubes for smaller fractional gold pieces as well. All the links will be in the description. Tubes, capsules, microscopes, anti-tarnish paper, lockboxes, safe, the list goes on. Anything you need will be in the description for your convenience. And once again, let me know in the comments anything and everything related to today's video topic. Which of these 3 tubes do you use for your silver, if you use any of the 3 at all? Let me know in the comments your thoughts, your opinions, and if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask away. I'd be more than happy to answer them in a future video. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.